One of the biggest problems that I see that TikTok Shop sellers and brands make when approaching TikTok Shop is actually understanding the numbers and being able to break down what your margins are and understanding how much the commissions have an impact in your margins, what you should pay your affiliates and the content creators that you work with, and ultimately just having a better understanding about your margins. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what everything costs, then it's going to be very hard for you to figure out how to scale and grow your TikTok shop. And so in this video, I want to talk a little bit about smart margins and how to actually think about your COGS, think about your affiliate commissions, and ultimately make the best decision for you as a brand and a founder, marketer who is trying to basically grow a business and a TikTok shop profitably. So that's what we're going to jump into and talk about in this presentation. Really, it's about understanding the difference between COGS, the difference between affiliate margins, and also a misunderstood aspect of TikTok shop, which is a difference between organic commission and shop ads commission, which we'll also clarify. So the first thing that we need to talk about is the commission for the affiliate creators. And so understanding the difference between the standard commission and also the shop ads commission was actually a big point of confusion for many different brands in 2025. And that's why I wanted to film this video, because it is still relevant and important in today's market. The standard commission involves rewards, or it rewards your organic performance. So basically what this means is when a creator makes a piece of content that is not fueled by GMV Max or by ads, they will get a certain commission on their organic sales from their creators, the creator's audience, or your brand audience. It is applied to all sales from your natural reach, follower base, and organic views. It's ideal for content creators driving authentic engagement. So again, this is really where the impact of having people who had a large audience come into play, because when you leverage people who have existing audiences, they can generate a higher commission and it doesn't cost you anything. There's no cost per acquisition, because the cost per acquisition is essentially whatever the commission is that creator's getting, or whatever base fee that you've paid that creator before they make the piece of content. And so the standard commission is typically a lot higher than the shop ads commission. And these can all be changed based on your margins, based on what you want to pay for your creators. And ultimately, you can change this over time with maybe a more aggressive percentage to those new creators when you're starting out and trying to grow on TikTok Shop, to just provide more incentive to want to work with you. And so you can see over here the commission rate. This is actually shown inside the seller center, where you can see a standard commission of 20% and a shop ads commission of 5%. So let's talk about shop ads commission. Shop ads commission is specifically for ad generated sales. It applies exclusively to purchases made through paid advertising campaigns. The lower rate reflects the additional advertising costs. So the reason why shop ads commission even exists is because one thing that people misunderstand is that shop ads isn't taking away 15% from the creators that they would have gotten otherwise. It is actually an additional boost of the brand and the seller's money that they are deciding to put behind a creator's videos or set of videos that then gets pushed out to a wider audience, which creates more brand awareness for that specific creator and allows them to make, in addition to their standard commission and standard earnings from the commission. And so one thing to understand is that shop ads commission does not affect the creator's ability to make money with your products, but rather it's an addition to, right? If they make a standard 20% on 100 orders, and then you run ads as a brand and push that to another 100 orders, they get 5% commission on the product that they essentially did no work for, other than the initial video that they were rewarded for anyway. So this is really important to understand, especially when communicating this with your creators and those people that you're working with, especially if you already have a brand in a circle and you're inviting creators to work with you. Helping them understand the difference is a very crucial part, because the last thing that you want with creators is there to be a miscommunication between you and the creator, because then they can create some difficulty with those conversations. So making sure that you're very clear about that and that the creators understand that as well, because the creators are driving a lot of your business. They need you and you need them. So very important to understand. Now, the common concerns around this is A, running your content as ads will hurt organic performance, and B, ad-supported videos only generate lower commission sales. So in scenario A, right, running your content as ads will hurt organic performance. This really isn't much of a concern, because what happens is there's the video will be pushed organically as well as with ads. And so you may generate a certain amount of money through organic, but the paid ads will just be in addition to, and doesn't limit its ability to get organic reach. They're kind of, in a way, if you look at the paid and the organic side, they're two different avenues. They're two different ways for the video to get views and to get promotion. And so that's really how this works, is it's not really hurting your organic performance, because you're actually getting views from one side and then you're forcing views with ads from the other side. And so that really allows you to generate organic sales and paid sales, which will be done or distributed as commissions separately, individually, for this one here having 20% and paid sales having 5% based on our previous standard of 20 and 5, right? And so video 2, organic sales might be 166 and paid sales might be 609. So the scale can be flipped, where maybe there's a video that you want to push and promote within the GMV Max and the ads, but the organic video doesn't actually generate a lot of sales, but it has high potential to get sales. And the sales from the paid actually help the creator make more money because they allowed you to promote their video with the 5% shop ads commission. So again, it works both ways. There can be scenarios where they generate more organically, but they get that 20%, or they generate some paid, which is less at 5%, or the other way around, where paid generates more than the organic sales. So there's two different scenarios here, right? So here's like a context or a scenario. Both videos were posted organically as shoppable videos and were auto-authorized to cycle into GMV Max campaigns. Video 1, which was better optimized for virality and conversion, generated more organic sales than paid. The opposite can be said for video 2, which generated less organic sales than paid. So hopefully that clears that up. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments. So let's have a look at these two different scenarios with organic and paid, all right? So this is just based on 1 month here, but we're looking at a product and a creator's video that has generated commission, right? So this video right here has generated $1,247 in GMV that is done through the organic and the virality aspect of the video. And over here you can see inside of GMV Max, this particular video has generated $158.34. And so you can see here that the organic and the paid side, there are both sides to generating GMV that are separated both on the GMV Max side and also the organic video side that you can see in the key metrics. Video 2, you can see right here that again, GMV is 166 on this video and 609.80 cents in the GMV Max campaign. So you can see here that again, those two videos that we looked at above, here is the proof behind that and how much GMV these videos generated. So let's talk about understanding profit margins and really breaking down the numbers, because this is where it gets really, really interesting, because you have to really look at like, what are your key variables? What are your price points? How do you look at all of your statistics and your key costs to be able to understand where your profit margins need to be with the commissions added on top? So the things that we're going to go over here is product price point, commission structure, right? Standard versus shop ads, our cost per order, platform fees, and additional business costs and COGS, right? Let's look at one scenario here for organic sales. So scenario 1 is going to be a standard commission structure. So let's say we sell a $30 product and we have a 60% profit margin, right? So our COGS is going to be $12, which gives us a profit of $18. We have a 6% fee paid on every sale to TikTok, which is $1.80. The profit is going to be $16.20. Then we're going to have a 20% affiliate commission, which ends up being $6 with a profit of $10.20 now. So we've taken off the TikTok fee and the affiliate commission on the organic sales side. And so the affiliate commission is $6, which is at 20%, and the brand's profit is at $10.20, which is around 34%. And so in $100,000 in revenue, if the business does with these metrics all factored in, the affiliate commission ends up being $20,000 and the brand's profit is $34,000, right? The reason that this is important to understand is that, again, we're simplifying this scenario to make the point here in this video to help you understand how much revenue the affiliates actually get by working with you and how much the brand actually profits based on other factors, right? You can see here the affiliate actually makes some really good money. So again, sometimes what happens is when you're working with affiliates, they do ask questions and they're wondering, maybe my commission should be higher, or maybe, you guys aren't paying me enough, or the shop ads commission is too low, it needs to be higher. This is your argument. You need to be able to help them understand that there are lots of other costs involved in running a business, and this needs to be explained to the creators when it starts to escalate to that point. And this was a big topic of conversation last year about understanding the commission, both on the brand side, but also the creator side. And there's a lot of pushback from creators not understanding the other elements that go into building a brand, even though we know as brand owners and founders that doing TikTok Shop, you need the creators in order to, grow and scale on TikTok Shop. That's a very important part, but there's also other side to it as well. So another scenario run is a $20 product with 60% profit margin. So COGS is 8, profit is 12 on a $20 product, 6% fee paid to TikTok, profit is $10.80, 20% affiliate commission, which is $4, profit $6.80, affiliates commission is $4 at 20%, brand's profit is $6.80 at 34%, same thing, right? Affiliate commission, $20,000, brand's profit, $34,000. So again, just showing two different scenarios on the product and breaking all that down for you. Hopefully that all makes sense and that's clear. So let's run another scenario with running ads with a standard commission of 20%. So this is when we factor in the shop ads commission with the standard commission as well. So we take that same $30 product with the 60% profit margin, right? $12 COGS, $18 profit. Go down here. Our average cost per order is $8.64. Our profit is $1.56. So affiliates commission is $6 at 20%. Brand's profit is $1.56 at 5.2%. So margin here, because of our CPA, right, it's a lot lower than what it would be if, before we were running ads. You can see here the affiliate commission is $20,000 and brand's profit is $5,200. And again, if you have a look over here, if you run that same scenario with a $20 product, the affiliate commission is $20,000 still with the 20%. If they also run the same 20% commission on ads and also organic, and the brand actually is a loss. So the point here to illustrate is that, again, when these conversations come up, or if you've been wondering whether it's part of your team or you've been trying to figure out like why should the shop ads commission be less, this is exactly why. Because you have other costs involved here. You need to understand that the 20% and the 5%, or you can basically put your shop ads commission anywhere between like 1 to 5%, and your standard commission between 15 to 30%. That's what I would recommend. But the point here is that if we keep a 20% commission on the ads as well, we're also having to pay for our cost per acquisition, right? There's going to be a cost associated with acquiring a customer through GMV Max in order to sell them and to get orders. And so that needs to be factored in. That's why when we look at shop ads commission, that the commission is less, because it eats in too much to our margin, right? And so just looking at these scenarios, you can understand that paying affiliates that high commission on paid ads doesn't make sense. And that's kind of one of the main points of this scenario too, is to help you illustrate that. So this is when we look at the shop ads commission structure of 5%. So sorry if I was kind of confusing there. I meant to point out that this was a scenario where it was just 20% commission across the board, organic or paid. This is now looking at shop ads commission of 5%, right? We actually factor in the difference. So we've got COGS at 12, profit 18. We've got the 6% fee, profit, 5% affiliate commission, because this scenario is when we're pushing the content with our paid ads. The profit is $14.70. We got the cost per order or cost per acquisition. And then we've got $1.50 for 5% for the affiliate commission, $6.06 for the brand's profit. And then we're looking at a 20,000 profit, 5,000 commission for the affiliate with 100K, right? And you see over here, same thing, running the same scenario. You can see that, both brand and affiliates make a pretty close amount of money on a $20 product at 60% margin. So those are kind of the three scenarios. Hope that this illustrates to you just how all of this kind of works and why it's set up the way that it is. The purpose of this video, again, is to help you get some more insight for your team. And then also, if you're having these conversations with creators, this can be something that could be explained because it's really, really important. Let's look at understanding our CPO variability or our CPA variability, okay? So when we look at this, our historical CPO range is between $4 and $35. So our cost per order right now, we've got 8, 16, 10, 11, or 11 and 10, right? Now, average CPO, this was between November and January, $8.64. An impact of CPO on profitability, right? So you can see here that the $8, $16, $10, $10, $11, you can see that our ROI over here on this particular campaign is 2.17, 1.88, 2.18, 2.12. to flat. And so when we look at the example here, you can see that the ranges of our CPA actually change quite differently depending on the campaign and depending on what products we're running. And so those things also, we look at our shop ads commission, right? Our CPA is going to change. Our CPO is going to change based on the product. And, that can also be another variable here we need to consider, especially if you're an early on store and your CPA and CPO is really high and you need to get it down to a certain amount. I have many of you who've commented on the videos asking like, how do I get my CPA down? And that usually happens when you have more data in the account, more purchase in the account. And again, that's another factor to consider when we're talking about giving commission to our affiliates. Looking at the AOV and the cost per order right here as well, just so we can see, and this is going to be based on a 60% profit margin. We have a standard product order, we have a higher order value product order, and then a higher average order value product order, okay? So we've got basically a $20 product, we've got a $20 product with a $40 AOV, and then a $20 product with, purchase 3 times with a $60 AOV, okay? So we have revenue at 20. Our cost per acquisition is $8.64. We have $8 COGS, TikTok fees $120, affiliate commissions $5, and brand profit $116. So the profit percentage between the brand and affiliate is about the same. When we look at a higher AOV, we've got revenue of 40, CPO, same, COGS 16, TikTok fee, affiliate commission, and brand's profit. Brand profit makes a little bit more when the AOV is higher. And again, we see the same scenario on the higher AOV product as well as $60 order value. So again, the higher order value that you have, the more profit that you're able to make, which means that you're able to scale a little bit easier as well. And that has an impact on your profitability. In terms of a strategy and approach with how you sell, bundling things together is a great strategy and approach. And, we probably need to make a video on that at some point about bundling and like the strategy behind bundling and what you need to do to put that together. But yeah, this is kind of laying out a scenario where, having people buy more than one is super, super important to getting that, that profitability on your campaigns, right? Impact on profitability. The same CPO at a high AOV significantly improves profitability. An $8.64 CPO that looks unsustainable on a $20 product becomes highly profitable when customers purchase multiple times as the advertising cost is spread across more revenue. So let's look at the real business costs, all right? Because this is really something else to consider. And when we're thinking about profit margins, there's other factors to consider as well for the e-commerce business. And I also have a TikTok shop calculator to break down all these costs that I probably need to make another video on as well. Just kind of talking through the different scenarios, because every time we bring on a new brand, we always break down what our COGS are. We break down our platform fees. We break down what our break-even ROAS is, and we set a target of where we want to be on our top SKUs, right? The things that we're selling, because you really need to look at every single cost in order to know like what you need to be hitting to be profitable over the first 3 to 6 months on doing TikTok shop, right? So again, we look at the real business costs, right? We've got agency and platform fees, right? So if you're working with a partner or an agency, you have to consider those things. They might be taking a percentage of GMV in between 3 to 8%. There's platform integrations and costs like software. There's social media tools, customer service platforms, content creation software. You've got operational expenses, right? Like warehousing, shipping materials, inventory management, returns processing, product loss from just ordering an inventory batch that maybe you lost, right? Quality control, product photography and videography. There's employee and labor costs, business overhead, right? Insurance, rent, utilities, all the stuff that you guys have to pay for. And then also tax considerations with sales tax, income tax, and all that. And so the real point here to illustrate is to highlight that there are obviously lots of cost involved in you being able to be successful in TikTok shop that you need to factor in. Now, I would say that these costs right here wouldn't be something that you would factor into your break-even ROAS. This is not the correct strategy. You do not factor in your operational expenses into your break-even ROAS. When you do that, you're never going to build a business that's going to be able to hit your target ROI, because let's be honest, like these expenses are just your baseline. You need to be able to make enough money to cover your baseline expenses and meet payroll. But ultimately, they're important to at least be thinking about and factoring into the overall trajectory of the business and what you are planning on doing in terms of revenue. Now, depending on the size of the company that you have, where you're watching this video, whether you're a single member founder or you have a small team or you have hundreds of employees, like these things do have a factor in your overall company. And at the end of the day, for many of you and for those that I talk to here on this channel, it is assumed that most of you already have other revenue channels, right? You're making money on Amazon, you're making money through your website, you're doing Etsy, you're doing eBay, or whatever the heck your platform that you're actually selling on, to be able to move over to TikTok to find more new customers to then spill over and create this halo effect for your business, because that's truly what TikTok Shop can become for you. So, we can break down doing a TikTok Shop calculator in another video. I don't want to extend this video too much longer because I'm kind of notorious for making longer videos for you guys. So I'll try and keep this one a little bit shorter for you. And that's really going to cover everything that I wanted to go with you guys and talking about, your costs and really how you work with affiliates. So hopefully it's been valuable and insightful for you. If you are a brand doing over 50K a month and you want help scaling and growing on TikTok Shop, there's a link down below. You can book and schedule a growth strategy session with myself and the team. If you're not quite at 50K a month, that's totally fine. That's a free training you can also get down below. We break down a 2-hour training on teaching you the $1 million GMV machine, the exact system that we use to generate over 7 figures a year on TikTok Shop. So really appreciate you guys watching this video. I've been enjoying making videos for you guys. I'm looking forward to many more videos. We've got lots of plans on the horizon. We've got a couple of exciting things coming to the channel in Q1 of this year. And I can't wait to share them with you. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.